Good morning. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Welcome to Reiki Master Tarot, presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul Healing. How are you? I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Thank you for stopping by my channel to share energy with me. I am so very grateful to you. What we're doing today is we're going to do a collective reading. I kept getting a question this morning is where is the world? Where in the world is the world? So we're going to do a collective reading to find out where is the world, where in the world is the world today. And we're going to start off to get some angel messages at the Earth Star Chakra, the High Heart Chakra, and the Soul Star Chakra. So Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Amethyst. I welcome and acknowledge your presence and request your insight and any messages you wish to share with my guest about where in the world is the world. So we're gonna shuffle these one more time. We're also gonna welcome in and request the presence of the archangels of the four corners: Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. We request your presence to oversee this reading and protect it from any and all throughout all space and time that does not have our highest good in mind. And for any negative energy that is being sent our way, we request to invoke a return to sender. We wish to send any and all of that energy that is not for our highest good back to the sender, of course, with infinite, unconditional love throughout all space and time. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. So, if you would, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, and Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Amethyst. What is the message for today? Here it is, same space, forgiveness and understanding. Okay, thank you, Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron. This is at the Earth Star Chakra. This makes so much sense to have forgiveness and understanding to show up at the Earth Star Chakra, because that is our goal, is to forgive and understand, okay, where we are, okay? And look, under that, signs and reminders. So we have a sign and a reminder that I give myself every single day to forgive and understand why. Lessons, experiences, and challenges are here to help us learn, grow, and evolve. I light a candle of forgiveness every single day to remind myself to not hold on to energies from stories of my past that have served their purpose. So, signs and reminders, okay? And we also have yes. We have Archangel of yes, and this person is jumping for joy, okay? So we have forgiveness and understanding, and then we have yes. Under that, we have intuition and downloads, okay? The angels themselves are telling us to sit still for a minute, just be, go within, meditate. There's a message for you, okay? For apparently you asked a question. Look, harmony and resolution, okay? Look, the question is, where in the world is the world? So I think we're talking about the awakening part of the world because of the polarity that's going on in the world. And then here I see, raise your vibration. And raising your vibration, you raise your vibration by following your passion, by forgiving, by understanding how things work. Raising your vibration is either getting a yes or telling somebody a yes, okay? Now, when we tell somebody yes, it's spontaneous, okay? Sometimes there's some questions that we need to say no to. Use your discernment. But it looks like right here, there's a yes. And on the other side, harmony and resolution. Same space, same space. Angels come through every single time. Okay, thank you, Archangel of Raise Your Vibration. Thank you, Archangel of Intuition and Downloads. Thank you, Archangel of Signs and Reminders. We're going to read up on this one. They're saying read that one. Okay, so we want to know what signs and reminders. Thank you, archangels. I am so grateful to you. I am so very grateful to you. Thank you so much. We're going to welcome in the archangels of the seven rays. They are here. See the colors of heaven? Oh, you probably can't see it. See the colors of heaven? Okay. That's the seven rays. It's rainbow colors. Okay? So, signs and reminders. So, thank you so much for being here. Okay, somebody's at my throat chakra. Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith, can you please clear my throat chakra? Thank you. Where is it? Here we go. It says, angels and loved ones in heaven are sending you signs of their presence right now. You may be seeing the same number patterns and sequences, finding feathers, seeing the same birds at special times, or even feeling that you're being visited by a loved one or angel in dreams or at some point in your day. These are all messages of support. You are on the right path and you are being guided to know that you do not walk this path alone. In times of need, angels are beside you, blessing your heart with love and healing. And your angels are loved ones in heaven. Your angels and loved ones in heaven will never leave you. Their love will never die. Now, this is a synchronicity. Okay? When you're on your path, there are times where everything's going good. You know you're doing the right thing. You're doing your spiritual practices. You're meditating. You're taking care of yourself. Your self-care. Your love. You know, getting up, having that shower, putting that lotion on, spritzing yourself with a little smell good here and there, especially with the expensive stuff that you hold for that special time. But you just move dab here and there, right? When we hear the birds or we see, like Exie for me, he is a beautiful, beautiful being. Okay, but the signs and reminders for me are when I see that spark of light, or when I hear that bird at the window, okay, or see a cricket, or you're driving in the car and everything's going good, and then you get back and then there's something that steps in your way. Don't pull in the same 3D energy that you did before. Look at it from a different state of being. Okay? If there's a telephone number you need to call to clear it up, call the telephone number. But before you hit that send button to connect to your heart space. Consciously focus on your heart space and say, I am speaking from a place of infinite, unconditional love. And then say directly what you need to say. And then ask for a resolution. You never know how a thing is going to work out. Okay? It's a test to see if you're committed to your journey and what you have learned, surrendered, and released. Okay? So, we don't look at things that are it's always this and always, no, it's not. It's a test. Okay, forgiveness and understanding. As you see the word forgiveness, you'll know where this energy is needed in your life. Forgiveness is a correction to human vision, an opportunity to see through the eyes of the soul, and ultimately it gives us an idea of what it's like to see through the eyes of our angels. Whatever the situation that feels heavy on your heart right now, when this card appears, your angel guide is inviting you to release it. You aren't being asked to accept bad behavior or let it go, but to realize that the only person who's being affected by your unforgiving thoughts and feelings is you. You don't deserve to have past events get in the way of present happiness, and that can only happen if you make space by releasing painful experiences from your heart. So call in your angels and ask them to help you to step into the energy of forgiveness. Even if you feel you don't know how to forgive, the willingness to do so will be enough. And that is very, very important. Because sometimes when we surrender and let things go, we let them go, but if something else steps into that space to test us, you're still using the same energy. It's a resistance. Okay, so every single opportunity that you have to use forgiveness and understanding, do it. Okay? Yes. So let's see what yes is. I don't know if I've read this one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The answer is yes. Proceed. Go forth. Achieve. Enjoy. Don't hold back. The time is now. Rise up. Fly high. Light up. Express yourself. Experience and then share. Wow. This card is a huge thumbs up. If you are making a decision, the answer is yes. Go for it. This is a time for positivity, celebration, and progress. Angels are encouraging you to let in the light and enjoy it. All of your hard work is paying off. Any endeavors, projects, and opportunities before you now are getting the green light. If you have been holding off for the right time, the time is now, and you are being encouraged to take the next step. You're good to go. If you're feeling scared or worried, that's okay. Invite in help. Angels are there to guide you and they want to be part of your success. So relax and experience the joy that is unfolding for you now. How about that? How about that? Beautiful. All right, one more. Okay, the time is 11:22. I love you guys. Thank you, archangels. Thank you, all angelic beings of the angelic empire. Thank you to the all that is and the all that ever was. Thank you to my divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. Thank you to all universal beings of the highest white light. I feel the energy in my hands. I'm shaking. Okay, harmony and resolution. Okay. Let's see. Okay, see. Okay, I can feel the energy. Okay, harmony and resolution. Angels of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You are being encouraged to call in the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you release any need to be right or to get your point across, for this will only create more hostility. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time and energy to doing what you can do to make yourself feel comforted and comfortable. Through feeling more through being more caring toward yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash out like a wave to all those around you. Trust that this will happen and harmony will be restored. So, we have to take care of ourselves. When we focus on ourselves, choose ourselves first, and find that space where we're happy with who we are, why we are, what we are, then we radiate that same light of energy to people in our space, okay? And it causes a ripple. Okay, so let's do this. All right. 1323. All right, Spirit. Thank you, Divine Guides, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. If you would, please give us clarity for our current overall. We need clarity. Thank you, Spirit. I am so very grateful to you. Where in the world is the world? All right. Change. Okay, so the world is undergoing change. Okay, forgiveness and understanding. So a lot of folks are being forgiven and understood for things as to who, what, when, where, why they happened. Okay, I talked to a lady today whose son, a change in home. Under is a change in home. I talked to a lady today whose son finally got on to the fire department. He went to the class. He did all these things prior to that so that he could be ready and prepared, because his ultimate goal was to be a fireman. He finally got a chance to go into the class and complete it, but he had to go and wait because of, apparently they had a hold on hiring Caucasian men. And I looked at her and she looked at me and I said, you know what's interesting? What's interesting is other people are giving things at the cost of somebody else. And then when they don't give somebody something and they give it to the one that had to wait, is it at the cost of everybody else? So it's like this paradigm of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like a cycle, a circle of causing people to look at others differently because the powers that be are twisting. Okay? If you got there first and if you got there first and you're qualified, that should be the only thing. Okay? Not sectioning off this one or that one. That's the judgment that's going on in the world today. So she cried. She cried like a baby. And I said, look, your son is in there now. Be proud of him. I'm proud of my son. Okay? Even though the DEI stuff might get my son, and I'm not, let's, cut clear release. We're not even going to say that. We're sending them both infinite, unconditional love because that is how this is supposed to work. There is no difference. There is no other. We are them. Okay? We are part of the law of one. No, I'm not fussed. Okay. So, yes, poverty. Why is poverty getting a yes? Well, what we can say is 3 and 7 is solves to 10. Okay, we can look at a change of poverty. Poverty doesn't have to be money. Poverty can be love. Poverty can be abundance. Poverty can be a hug. Poverty could be somebody that has been isolated for a long time and they want to have connection to people, places, and things. Okay, but I'm looking at this poverty card and I'm seeing the 10. I'm seeing the 3 and the 7. If that's the 10, then this poverty is coming to an end. Okay, so let's leave it there. Okay, maybe coming to an end for some, and others it is a karmic lesson. Someone's under judgment. There's 2 people under judgment. So is somebody going into poverty spirit? Let's see what the cards say. Under harmony and resolution, there's concern. So what I'm seeing, there's a change in a house, change in a stable foundation, change in a stable foundation for a karmic woman. Okay, the community, the angels are in play. This is the community card is archangels. See way in the back. You see Most High, Adonai, Barbella, way in the back, and then the 3 in the front are divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. Okay, and they're giving somebody a gift, or they're taking a gift. Let's see. Are they taking it, spirit? Oh, they're taking it. Okay. So there is a change in a house. This is my professor and instructor card. This is a karmic female that gives lessons and instructions. Okay. It's happening by the angels. I'm sorry for the glare. It's happening by the angels. Here, let me close that window. Thank you for holding. So I'll close the window. Here it is. See, sometimes you gotta be a physics professor to understand how stuff works. Okay, so, and it looks like someone's gonna be stuck. Okay, so we'll figure it out. The cards are coming. Let's figure it out. So there's a change to poverty. Someone is concerned. And this is at harmony and resolution. What we're looking at, I'm getting the feeling we're looking at 2 different timelines because someone is concerned about harmony and resolution because of a courtship. And this person is getting a message of concern. They're in despair. There's a judgment that's come down from spiritual court on behalf of, in the favor of a mature woman. Okay. There's sudden wealth. Somebody was doing dark magic and they were doing it again. And now they're in bad health. They are a thief. They stole someone's new beginning from their official person. This person knows they have been caught. Wow. Okay, Spirit, what are they under adjudication for? What are they under judgment in earthly court? What's been judged? Someone's made a decision. Someone's called judgment to go on a journey. It's a wealthy man. No, is it wealthy? Mature man who has a great fortune, and this may be in his heart space. He may have infinite unconditional love in his heart space for someone else that he's thinking about, who he holds in high honor. This person is his twin. This is a world. Okay, let's see what's going on. This might be. Okay. Let's see what the cards say. I'm thinking we have two different timelines here. Okay, so the last card that we saw was Twin Flames. I see it, Spirit. Something's being brought to an end. There's a relationship that's being brought to an end because there was another man. Okay, we've already seen two men. Okay, secrets in the family room kept by a false person. Okay, so we're looking at two different timelines: change, poverty, and concern. Okay, someone's moving. There's a house involved. All right, let's see what the cards say. All right, y'all. Let's see what the cards say. Somebody is concerned about someone else's harmony and resolution. Someone is going into poverty, or poverty is ending for somebody. There's change in the dynamics because of forgiveness and understanding. All right, well, let's see. We'll shuffle these one more time. The question is, where in the world is the world? So, what we can say is that what's going on in the world stage is a macrocosm of what is going on to people individually, energies individually, as the microcosm. So if you look and see what's going on in the world, you can see individually what other people are going through. There may be strife, there's chaos, there's discord, but on the other hand, there's also beautiful harmony and resolution because conversations are being held, finally being held, where forgiveness and understanding is happening because the conversation has been had. Okay, all right, thank you, Spirit. All right, what is thank you guys for stepping in there. I love that when you do that. Okay, thank you. This is the current situation. Somebody went within. Okay, somebody went within. There's a hermit. Okay, on the left side, I read all of the cards because that I see. They're all part of the story. Someone is feeling trapped. And it had to do with a lot of words, conversations, okay? Somebody was talking about somebody's past. Somebody that somebody knew in the past. You see the two little ones here? Okay? Somebody has been sending a lot of swords and having a lot of conversation or having a lot of judgment about two people that were friends in the past. And they are being told to stand down, okay? They had to win at all costs. Those are acts of desperation. You see all of these wands? See all these wands? They're being told to stand down. Why is that light there? Okay. Anyway. Oh, okay. No. I don't want y'all to get the light. Let's see. Would that help? No? Okay. Anyway. Oh, we do it like that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. See, I told you I was a physics professor. See all those wands in the back? All of those wands were attempts, ideas, to try to stop something from moving forward. When you see the one wand, the Ace of Wands, it's a bright new idea, it's information. Okay, all of these wands on this Nine of Wands have been used to stop something by this person. They're being told to take a knee. Okay, why? Because someone is walking away from 8 cups. Okay, He has mastered his emotions. His emotions at one point were in each one of these cups. They've been tested. He didn't like either one, so now they're being kicked over and walked away from. And I believe this animal here is a duck-billed platypus. I don't know why there would be a duck-billed platypus there, but okay. This gentleman is the King of Wands. See, his throne is in the air. He's in a lofty place. He is somebody that knows a lot, that understands a lot, and he is looking off into the distance. He may have another bright new idea. Okay, so I just got caught up with that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this is here. This is here. All right. So let's look and see what's on the right side. What's on look? Somebody who's going within. Somebody is meditating. Somebody is looking at some of these conversations that came at them about, excuse me, somebody from their past. Okay, the angels are here. Thank you, angels. Okay, Spirit, may I have what is challenging the hermit? What is challenging the hermit, Spirit? Look, there's two. Imbalance. Too many balls in the air. Doing too many things. Okay? Overwhelmed, overworked. This is imbalance. Okay. Okay. And under that, in the subconscious, someone is making plans. Somebody's taking a different path. There's a lot. See the dark birds? There was a lot of dark thoughts, maybe doubt, that stopped them from moving forward. But now they're moving forward. This is where in the world is the question. Okay. Archangel Gabriel. Okay. This is the Knight of Wands. Another idea. Okay. If the Knight of Wands is controlling the wands, that person that has in the Knight of Wands, their wands are gone. Their wands are don't work. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, somebody's getting a delay. Okay, the person that is at the Eight of Pentacles is a subject matter expert in what they were doing, and this particular person is listening to his little spirit guide right there. Okay, this one doesn't focus like the other phone. I just like the way it looks. So we might go to the next phone, the other phone to the next one. Okay, what's in the past, Spirit? What's in the past? Thank you. Look, Ten of Wands. We just saw Archangel Gabriel. Okay? We just saw Archangel Gabriel. And look, on the left side of the Ten of Wands, somebody's releasing burdens because it's under change, it's under forgiveness and understanding. So if we carry negative energy, it's a burden until we release and surrender it and let it go. Okay, now we're filling that space, that hip where that wand was, with energy that is forgiveness and understanding. Okay, on the left side is the Lover's card. Now, somebody was in a relationship and they were carrying burdens. Look, Six of Pentacles. Get what you deserve. This is a choice. Okay, in this, oh look, see the hands? Somebody was stealing. Okay, was it two people? Was it someone was in a relationship, okay, and they were carrying burdens because now there's change, so they're going to release the burdens. So was it the burdens from this relationship, Spirit, and somebody was taking something that did not belong to them? Okay, you can give or you can take. You can listen or you can talk too much. You can teach or you can learn. But whatever it is, when you get the Six of Pentacles, it's what you deserve. Okay? All right. Spirit, thank you. What is in the consciousness? What is this, the world seeing from their set of eyes? The world is releasing burdens. Those that forgive and understand and want change are releasing burdens. They want to release burdens. Poverty is coming to an end. Someone, because of the harmony and resolution, someone is concerned. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, these came out upside down. I don't turn the cards upside down. Somebody's refusing to see the truth. How was that? The next one is the World card in reverse. Oh, I see it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. On the left side, lying, cheating, and stealing. Okay, this is on the left side of the sun and the world. On the right side, King of Pentacles. Okay, who could that be if we were looking at the world stage? Somebody that does not want to see the truth, and someone doesn't want a cycle to change, but they're going within. They actually see the truth, but they don't want to see the truth. Okay, what they're thinking is they're trying to choose a path. Okay, so is this person heart space changing? Spirit, let me see. This King of Pentacles wants to toast himself. Okay, but why? Did he betray someone or someone betrayed him? Oh, look what's happened. There was a betrayal. Somebody was stronger than the Empress. Who would that be if it was the world stage? Who would that be if it was the stage of the world? Now, who would it be if it was individual stories? The Empress has peeked out. Now, Archangel Uriel's here. He's the archangel that takes our prayers to the Most High. Okay? Tangible blessings. Somebody's having a conversation with somebody about some money. Spirit, is that message still the same? Yep. Somebody was pretending to be something that they're not. See the peacock? Okay? And it was about money. Wow. Look. 10 of Pentacles and 1 Pentacle. That's 11 Pentacles. Okay? Somebody is looking at something that is being handed to them by the Most High, but something was hidden by somebody else. Who was it hidden from? Who was it hidden by? Spirit? Somebody that wanted to cause stagnation, or somebody that didn't want to see the truth. And we saw that here with the sun. Somebody doesn't want to see the truth. Wow. About a King of Cups who had a conversation, a conversation of good news because he listened to his intuition about a marriage. Archangel Michael is here. So we've seen 3 of the archangels so far. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. We have seen them. Okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. 3 more for the possible future, Spirit. Somebody does not want, either their world is not changing because they refuse to see the truth, they're staying stuck. Part of the world is staying stuck in poverty because they refuse to see the truth. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They refuse to see the truth. Even though they know in their subconscious, they have to make a choice. They have to pick a path. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Look, High Priestess. Now, this could be an actual High Priestess, or this could be deeper things. This is meaning going within, okay? Getting information, tapping into the all that is and the all that ever was, connecting to our divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels to see the truth and become aware of what's going on, okay? On the left side of the High Priestess, remember I told you about distractions? Five of Swords. There was a bully. Okay, somebody that doesn't want their cycle to end. Okay, used information, said ugly things that were of a spiritual nature. Okay, who did they say it to? Oh, they just said it and did it. Okay, this High Priestess or someone using spiritual knowledge to be a bully is now in despair because something is over. Something is definitely over. Okay, so I'm trying to look at this from both sides. We saw the Empress. Somebody said or did something that was lies. It was information that was not, information wasn't normally known. It was something where somebody had to go deeper to get the knowledge, get the information, but somebody was a bully. They took something that was needed by the world, they took something that was needed by the collective and caused them to go into poverty, and we know that's true. Okay, but it's not going to last long. 3 and 7. 3 is creativity, self-expression, joy. 7 is listen to your intuition. Okay, and that will be handled. That will change. Putting those 2 things, those 4 things together, listen to your intuition, being creative, expressing yourself, and living in a space, a moment of joy, brings an end to poverty, because those 2 numbers solve to 10, which is a new beginning. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. All right. All right, this came out upside down. What is it? Okay. This in the upright is a conversation. It's emotional. Okay, with a young person, or it's an epiphany, a revelation, a realization. Okay, it's brand new. It's in reverse. Okay, so Archangel Azrael is here. Something is transforming. Something's being brought to an end. We just talked about poverty being brought to an end. On the right side is the magician. So whoever was using this magic to control the masses, okay, they're not getting, they're being blocked. Okay, they're being blocked. They're not being, they're either not telling something, they're not talking to somebody about, they don't want to have an emotional conversation, or they're being blocked from getting any other information from their spiritual gifts that would help them to keep this, whatever it is, going on. Archangel Raziel is here. So if you're tapping into spiritual things to hurt people, using magic to manifest, oh look, guess who was doing it? I don't do political readings, but with the 2 that I've done, this comes out as the person that is doing the magic. Okay. All right. So what happens? This person is stuck with all the swords that they threw. Okay. They're stuck. Can't even get out the window. Okay. Can't. Wow. It's being brought to an end. Spirit's bringing it to an end. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So we see what happened. All right. One more in the possible future, Spirit. So that's where the world is. Where the world is. Where the world is. Okay. So, all right. We got 2. Reorganization, replanting, disappointment, disruption. Didn't get the, this person did not get the yield of the pentacles of whatever they planted. They did not get the yield. They have to reorganize. What was that word, Spirit? It's reorganized. I was right. It was reorganized. So whatever this is, this person has to start over. Okay, because what they planted these seeds for did not happen. Okay, they're not even getting on the ladder to get the pentacles that are there, because they're not what they expected. This lady doesn't even have pentacles in her bag. Okay, so whatever they planted did not ripen the way they wanted it to ripen in their favor. The other card we got in the consciousness, what they see from their set of eyes, is the Wheel of Fortune. What's happening is all the swords that they put out there are coming back. Why? Archangel Raphael. Okay, he heals hearts. Okay, he's the healer. Now, on the other side of that, who's getting karma, dharma, or destiny? Karma is the lesson. Dharma is the law. Destiny is what is foretold. What was for it was fated. Okay, guess who's getting it? Remember we talking about the peacock? Somebody pretending to be something that they're not. Wow, spirit. Okay, thank you, spirit. So we could talk about. We saw the emperor. The message is somebody is pretending to be something that they're not. Okay. We saw the card that came out as the emperor. Okay. There's a couple statements that's been made recently. I'm not going to go into it because I'm not going to repeat it and put any energy on it. Okay. But we know just from looking from a state of observation what is going on. That's how we look at this. We observe. We do not absorb. Okay. Now, I believe this one is part of the twin flame situation. So this is going to be a collective reading. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Somebody's taking a leap. Who's taking? Oh, whoever's look. Okay, who's taking a leap? The world at large. Forgiveness and understanding. Okay, that wants change from the status quo. Okay, they're the ones that's taking a leap. Okay, on the left side, look, the group. Okay, on the right side, there were two people. Okay, this is going back and forth. Okay, remember the Six of Pentacles, you get what you deserve. Remember we just talked about the Wheel of Fortune. Karma, Dharma, destiny. Destiny is whatever is destined for you is not going to pass you up. Okay, do the work, be confident in your knowing, in your heart. Okay, because there is a group, a collaboration, okay, that was stealing from somebody doing the work. Okay, they took a leap to do that. Okay, and in that leap, they are now forced to make a decision because it did not turn out the way they wanted it to turn out, and they refuse to see the truth. The sun is in reverse. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels, for stepping in. Okay, what is the hope or fear, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Look, the hope or fear is Archangel Raphael, healing, that the world will heal itself, that the world is healing, okay, from all of this, okay? On the left side, look, the hope or fear. Who's hope or fear? Somebody pretending to be something that they want. This is a fear that the archangels are going to step in and assist. And what are they bringing? Justice. You can't make this up. Where in the world is the world? Wow. The world is being helped along by archangels all over the place. Thank you, Spirit. Look. Possible outcome. Now, two different timelines. Love, joy, and peace, or a third party. Okay? On the left side, the justice card. Okay? On the right side is star status. Okay? A balance. Okay? Wish fulfillment. Okay? Now, we saw the prayers, we saw the healing. Okay? So, we look at this above, as above, so below. Somebody is carrying burdens and somebody is releasing burdens. There is change. Whoever is releasing burdens wants change. That's what they prayed for, but they took action to forgive and understand. Okay? Now, as above, so below, somebody's getting justice. Okay? Scales are being balanced. For third parties, they're getting justice. Okay? They're getting wish fulfillment too. You know why? The wish fulfillment, the star card. They're getting wish fulfillment because if you pray for something bad to happen to somebody else, you're praying for it to happen to you. What goes around comes around. Okay? And if you wanted the fame and fortune, guess what? You might get the fame, but you might not get the fortune. Everything you said and did is going to be exposed. Okay? Because you don't want it to be exposed. It's going to be exposed anyway. Angels are involved. Okay, angels never fail. Never. Okay, to me they don't. I say no. They're powerful beings that have been given the authority by the Most High to exact justice, especially Archangel Gabriel. Okay, and we saw Archangel Gabriel already. Okay, 3 more for the possible outcome, Spirit. Thank you. Where in the world is the world? Look, 3 wands. Okay, so, all right, Spirit. Okay. Okay, I hear you. Thank you. Okay, 5 of Pentacles is in between the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. On the right side, look, Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Let me get these straight. Okay, so remember, as above, so below. We're doing 2 different timelines. We're doing one for the world and one for individuals. Okay. The 3 of Cups is also the 3 of is love, joy, and peace, but it's also a third party. Okay, so the third party is getting left out in the cold. Someone is walking away. Their ships are coming in. We saw the King of Pentacles. Okay, this person is wanting change because they're giving forgiveness and understanding. They're releasing burdens that came as a result of being involved with a third party. This third party is being left out in the cold. This is not a bad card. This is a card of forgiveness, and it's a card of starting over. Okay, now this gentleman that's walking away, or this energy that's walking away, went within. Remember, went within. Okay, tapped in, tuned in to his higher self, to his spirit guides, divine guides, and guardian angels. He is now the Hierophant. Okay, now why is he walking away? Okay, remember, we know he's getting help from Archangel Gabriel. He called judgment. We saw the spiritual court card. We saw the earthly court card. Okay, and who is he speaking out to? As the King of Swords, he's speaking to a bully. Okay, because there was truth that came out after an investigation, and the gentleman is receiving victory, while the person that he was dealing with is in despair, because he is definitely walking away. We're back to the card that started this, 8 of Swords. Okay, somebody was talking about somebody that he knew in the past. Okay, so that is the individual. Okay, what is the reading for the world? The world wants love, joy, and peace. The world wants to release these burdens. The world is releasing the burdens that were brought about by higher authorities. They want change. Okay, they are gathering together. There's a collective that has been gathering together since this started in January. Okay, this collective is now peeling off from what they used to think to go to a greater collective of people that are all on the same page. You could say that a soul tribe is being created by somebody else's bad behavior. Okay, because it's not just affecting one specific group, it's affecting the entire world. Okay, now why is this Queen of Cups here? So we see a Queen of Cups, we see a Queen of Wands, we see fighting, and we see somebody moving on to calmer waters. They're taking the swords that they threw at other people that came back to them with them. So this is 3 women. We have 3 female individuals that are going to be walking away or being cut out from something. I would not be surprised if I saw the Ace of Swords. Okay, these 3 people are fighting each other. Okay, they're holding on too tight. Now, guess who's in the mix? Archangel Michael. Okay, bringing balance to a situation. Okay? Somebody is being shown something from a higher state of being, a higher perspective, and they're being told to look at what the Most High is offering them. Okay? Wow. There's 3 women involved. Now, this could be 3 duly appointed people that are in positions of power that are now having to take a look at the actions that they took. Okay? Wow. Wow. Now, this Queen of Cups is a good girl. Okay? But can you see what's in her cup? Nope, nobody can. Nobody can see what's in her cup. She keeps that close to her chest. Okay, but why? Why does she keep it close to her chest? She's love. She's infinite, unconditional love. So what are you hiding? Not that everybody has to know your business, because the Queen of Cups does not give her infinite, unconditional love to, well, she does. She gives it to everybody in a certain manner, okay? But she is whole and one with herself, but she's hiding something. So we look at the cards around her, and we see somebody's moving on the calm of waters, there's a Queen of Wands, and there's fighting, okay? What are they fighting about? Somebody's holding on too tight. Are they holding on too tight to power, favor? Look at me, look at me. I'm the prettiest. I have the best shoes. I have the new Louis. I got my Louis back. My Louis was stolen, but I got my Louis back. So, okay, Spirit. Thank you. 2 more for a possible outcome, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. Walking away from betrayal. There was a third party. Okay. Walking away from betrayal. Look on the left side. The businessman that put all this energy into these cups. Remember, he was walking away from 8 of them? He wants to toast himself. He's tired. He's tired of the betrayal. He's tired of fixing stuff. He's tired of going back and forth with folks, and it's the same story every single time. What's the story? Lying, cheating, and stealing. Wow, you guys can't, I can't make this up. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Thank you to the Archangels of the 4 corners. Thank you to the Archangels of the Sacred Councils that are here. Thank you to the All That Is and the All That Ever Was for giving me the answers to the questions that I asked for and the clarity. I am grateful to you. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Look, somebody's sad. Something is over because they betrayed somebody. There was betrayal here. Now, look, somebody's walking away from betrayal to get victory. They're getting the victory. Now, what? Oh, here we just talked about it. I just said it. Look, walking away from 8 cups. The businessman that was tired wants to toast himself. Okay, he's walking away from 8 cups. So this is what permeated the deck and pushed the message. So let's see. We look at it from the world view. If we look at this from the world view, okay, there are people in jobs, very prominent, respected, trusted jobs, that are leaving those jobs because of what they had to sip out of those cups that did not taste right to them. So they are walking away. What was it? Lies. Okay. What were the lies about? The lies were about families and children. Okay. Growth. They were lies about joy. They were lies about things that were growing, that were fertile, okay, that weren't. They were lies. They were lies, okay? So these folks in these prominent positions are leaving these jobs, okay, in the world. This happened all over the world, okay? Somebody's been told to take a knee, okay? Information is coming out, okay? This information may bring an end to all of this craziness that's going on in the world. What did I tell you? Don't be surprised about. Look, something's being cut out. The truth is going to be revealed. And how do we know that? Because whoever this is doesn't want an illumination. They don't want it revealed, but it's going to be revealed anyway. Okay, wow. And look, Chariot. At some point, the world is going to be able to gain control of the environment. That is the Most High. You know who's going to gain control of the environment? The Most High. When you get an ace from the Most High, it's what you deserve. Something is being cut out because the truth is going to come out. Okay, and who handles cars? So we're just gonna leave that there. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. All right, Spirit. Okay, so that's the world one. Let's cross the cards. Where are you at? Oh, 5551. Change. Okay, so Archangel Raphael is helping people to see clearly so that they can make a choice. Okay, that's in the subconscious. In the world that we see when we open our eyes every day, okay, that's happening in the world. Somebody doesn't want the truth to come out. However, it's also crossing to what else is in the world, and for what people see from their set of eyes: karma, dharma, destiny. So whatever was hidden is going to be revealed, period. Okay, we already saw the sword of truth. Okay, karma is the lesson, dharma is the law. I think I got this right. Is the law, and destiny. So whatever is destined to happen, no matter how hard they fight, they try to manipulate. We saw 3 women that's going to be walking away. No matter how much they try to manipulate to hold on to something, that 4 of Pentacles, it's not going to happen. They do not control the all that is. The all that is controls the all that is. Okay? So, we have someone taking a leap, or someone took a leap to not want to see the truth. They're going to be forced to make a decision. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Now, if we look at this from individual, let's look at this from individual. Was there a third party in the world? No, the third party in the world. There was a third party in the world, okay? Wanted everything that was in the cup. That third party is walking away because of betrayal. And it's very sad that something is over. See those dark? Okay, those are dark parts. Okay, that's in the world. Okay, now, change. If this person betrayed someone and he was a third party in a relationship, he's carrying burdens. Okay? Now, we're not saying that he can't be forgiven. Anybody that teaches karmic lessons, we have to forgive them. We have to send them infinite, unconditional love, period. Because that was their job. Okay? And what happened? Okay? People came together wanting change and started forgiving and understanding what the truth was, because they listened to the higher things that were coming through their divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels. Every person on this planet is on a spiritual journey. Every single being that was born, okay, it starts their spiritual journey before they are born. But once they're born, they take that breath. They are now human on this planet. It's a spiritual journey. Every journey is spiritual, period. Okay. Now, for the individuals, twin flames have been coming out. Change is on the horizon for them. They are forgiving and understanding because they too know what happened and why it happened, who, what, when, where, and why. Okay. If they were in poverty in terms of sharing information, sharing energy, sharing space, sharing time, if they were in poverty for that, it's over. Remember the 3 and the 7? The answer is yes. Okay. They're going to be talking. They're going to be spending time together. They're going to learn and grow and evolve together. Now, somebody else in that dynamic is concerned. Why? Because of harmony and resolution. Somebody's concerned. Who could that somebody be? I think it's this one. And it might even be three other women energies. Three other energies are walking away because somebody's steadfast in what they know. There was we saw the Two of Swords. There was stagnation that caused this person to go within. Okay, they wanted change. Somebody did not want the cycle to close on where they were or what they were doing. This somebody may have been a high priestess pretending to be somebody that she wasn't. If she was tapping into spiritual things, guess what? Those gifts have been blocked. Okay, and now somebody has to reorganize and regroup, replant, start over. This is disappointment. Okay, this is missed opportunities. Okay, and the Fool card, did I put it upside down? Somebody took a leap to do this because all they saw, their focus was what they were going to get on the back end. Okay, what's in their environment is the wheel of fortune turns the way in which you want it to turn. So if you're doing negative things, it turns it away. If you're doing the forgiveness and understanding, that's the way it turns. Okay, because Archangel Uriel is healing hearts. Okay, and healing. Why is he healing hearts? Why does he have to heal hearts? Why does Archangel Gabriel have to heal hearts? Okay, because somebody was doing something that did something to hurt somebody else. Usually High Priestess is straight up. Okay, she's tapped in, tuned into the Most High, using her gifts to be of service to others, using her gifts to heal others, to walk in the grocery store with that light shining, okay, that helps somebody see something a different way in an instant because they got a little push to go into their mind's eye and see a solution to a problem. But next to her, okay, her energies are now blocked. Okay, usually this is a conversation. Okay, an emotional conversation of good news. It's in reverse. Okay, this person is not getting the downloads anymore. They're not coming. There's no revelations. There's no epiphanies. There's no downloads. There's no wisdom. There's no clarity. There's nothing. Okay, and this person has to and start over again, replant, start over again from a different state of being. Okay, because this one is here. Now, this is we're looking at the world, and we're looking at the world the way it is. This is the negative energy that is permeating in the world right now. This is what's happening. So we're looking at the positions of power, and we're looking at folks that use that same negative energy portrait that is being projected by the positions of power. They use that same negative energy individually to get something they wanted in their environment. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay, thank you, angels, for explaining that. I'm grateful to you. So, at the end of the day, this person is in despair because they were in the middle of a twin flame or a relationship, and it caused a betrayal. Okay, the person that they wanted to stay with is walking away, and we got that twice. Look, walking away. Okay, while they're left with the swords that they threw. Wow, Spirit. Okay. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. Okay. We send infinite unconditional love throughout all space and time to all of the beings in the world and beyond. In all space and time, we send you infinite unconditional love. We send you energy that will help you to sit still and go within. We're not going to tell you what to do because you have free will, But we're going to send you infinite unconditional love throughout all space and time. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Okay, you guys, no matter what a person does, where we are, this is all for a reason, a bigger reason, a larger situation is going on. Okay, go within, go outside. 3 and 7, be creative, be self-expression, sing, dance, journal. Put something on your Facebook page that makes you feel good. Okay, go put a picture up of your dog on Instagram. Go hug somebody. Okay, smile at somebody in the grocery store. Okay, joy. Put yourself in a state of joy and then listen to your intuition. It brings to an end all of this. 3 and 7 solves 10. Okay, am I fussing? No, I'm passionate. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Today, I will not be angry. Today, I will not worry. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I will respect and honor every living being. Today, I am grateful for everything that I have in my life right now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with y'all. I'm going to try the other phone, even though this one's wider, it's a bigger phone, but it doesn't zoom. I don't know why. Why are you not zooming? Anyway, all right, so we're just going to, there's no mistakes, there's only adjustments, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I hope that I helped. I'm grateful that you are here to get the energy and the information from the angels that I connect to. I am grateful to the angels that are here to help me to give you guys encouragement, support, and guidance if you need it. If you want a reading, send me an email. Okay. If not, that's okay. Send me a heart in the comment section. You can also like, share, and subscribe. But I'm thankful to the subbies that I have. All the subbies, thank you so much for taking the time and the effort to click that subscribe button. Okay, and I'm thankful and I welcome and I'm grateful to all of the folks that watch the video and then click the like button. Thank you so much. I am so very grateful to you. All right, well, I'll see you next time. Have a great day on purpose. Bye.